ethically, someone would say that it's not fair to display auctioned vehicles. Today we come in live from Mombasa, Kenya, and as you can all tell, so this is the greatest auction yards within Mombasa, stocking thousands of vehicles, as you can tell, in a span, in a piece of land that is equivalent to almost 3 acres. All those vehicles, but to this end, we got the auctioned vehicles. So I'll be displaying the products one by one, and in today's video we'll be doing it a little different. So lots of products here, as you can tell, all new, are on auction. So the owners haven't been in a position of honoring payment, and for that they are supposed to be declared on auction. A very beautiful day this is. Welcome back to Max Gamble TV. Max Gamble TV happens to be a leading YouTube channel that avails the best of car offers within Mombasa, Kenya, and generally in Kenya. So today we're coming alive again from Canon Motors, as explained, which is the greatest auction, or I mean car dealership in Kenya. So in today's video we shall be discussing a few tips as I display the products that are here. We'll be discussing a few tips on what to consider before making purchase of an auction vehicle. So that brings us to what you should be confirming before making purchase to any auction vehicle. You have to do a test drive. You have to confirm the ownership of the product, and concerning a test drive, the very first drive test is to confirm if the check engine is on or off. The next item that we should be considering is to confirm the type of smoke that comes from the vehicle. The moment from the exhaust, the moment the vehicle is on, the type of smoke. There are different types of smokes that comes from a vehicle. First type of smoke being the white smoke. The white smoke signifies that the coolant has got into the combustion chamber, and instead of the fuel getting to the combustion chamber, the coolant, that is water, got clogged into the combustion chamber, resulting to that which could lead to further damage of the engine. The next color is literally the color that should be expected to any vehicle from the exhaust is a colorless flame. However, when you notice a white flame, white smoke, that is, which shortly after which disappears during the morning hours, that should not worry you. The next color is the dark color, the dark smoke. So we do not cover this. All these are on auction. You can all confirm that. So that is very, very, very heartbreaking. So have you ever visited a Muslim state, or rather a Muslim city, a Muslim town, as with the case of Mombasa, Kenya, and you got to answer to call of nature? You have to visit a public toilet, and by that, upon arrival and upon completion of your mission, you get to realize that there's no tissue paper, and the presented is just but water. So that is the exact feeling that you got the moment you get to an auction yard. So all these products, as you can tell, are apparently looking good from the exterior. However, it could be a little challenging, and you've got to consider several considerations before considering whether or not to make purchase. So let us start by one show display of the products that are auctioning from this yard. Shortly after, I'll be telling you whether they're on sale, the pricing or not. So this is a private pro box at KCH. The exterior view, as you can all confirm, looks good. So the next here is a Suzuki Swift. You can confirm that they are all from Canon Motors. A Jeep, still looking very new, at KDM. So remember these products from Mombasa, Kenya. So these individuals bought these products but could not honor payment, and for that they have been repossessed and shall be sold out. The next product here is a Daisy, a Nissan Daisy at KDP. You can all affirm that all these products, most of which are still new from the exterior view. The number plates, as you can tell from the number plate, X-Trail at KDM. So the owners of these products must have gone great loss, or rather financial challenges. The current inflation rate within Kenya is evident here, as you can confirm that most individuals are not in a position of honoring payments. So that is KDP, so still in a serviceable condition. However, it is here for auction. We got a Nissan X-Trail KDH X-Trail. You can imagine Mintech International. Mintech, all these are under Mintech International. Another X-Trail here, KDN, likewise getting auctioned. What else is here? So we've mentioned this X-Trail. There is yet another X-Trail. We got Wagon. Then there's a. So I'm conversant with the pricing so far of this. At 1 million, you will have a grab of that Barish Motorine WEC. There's yet another X-Trail. So I've noticed two. These driving school Mintech, so many vehicles have been impounded. So to include these X-Trail and a Fielder here at KDN. What other product has not been shown? Remember, we have to be very systematic. Let us have you a display of the products that are here first before having you any details on pricing. So Paso exterior view to the Paso. Here we go. Auctioned vehicles, as you know, are often cheaper than any other product. An Outback, so these are KDP Outback, likewise auctioning. These are Probox and X-Trail. Most of these products are X-Trail, Nissan X-Trails. So there's yet another X-Trail there. So this driving institution, I really wish to know the location to this driving institution that got most of its vehicles repossessed. So they'll be given time to honor payment, beyond which all those products, beyond which they shall be sold out at fair pricing. The next one here is a Hilux at KDM. The Hilux, as you can confirm, still looking all good. So I'm not convinced. So this one must also been on auction. Let us get back to Suzuki Swift. So lots more coming in. So we've got a Suzuki Swift. So remember to stay subscribed to Max Gamble TV, such that any moment that we got any offers on, be it auctioned vehicles, you are among the first to get notified. Yet there's an X-Trail. I can confirm most of these products are X-Trails. So this is an X-Trail. So the owners must have suffered great loss. So at KDK, at KDP, you got this Mazda. So all these, there's this Hilux. Is that Hilux? Likewise on auction. This is also on auction. The Wish. Let us have the overall view to the. No, the Hilux is not also on sale. We've got Serena, and there is a Fielder. The Fielder is also on auction. That is to the exterior. Remember, the current price to new Fielders is at about 1.7, between 1.7 to 2.2. However, the auction pricing shall be way cheaper. So these are Serena KDN. You can all affirm that all these products are all here for auction. Okay, other than the smoke type, so let us get to the extensive coverage of the product that are all stocking here. Meanwhile, as we move forward, we'll be having you the tips before making purchase to any vehicle, especially used vehicles. So from this lane, we got used, slightly used or rather new vehicles. So as for the case of Alto, Carol, we've got Paso, lots of products that are here. So before making purchase to any product, you should consider the following. your budget. Remember that your budget would determine the type of vehicle that you can afford. You should also consider the vehicle history. You should have a check of the mileage to that product, and before checking the mileage, remember some yards, or rather some dealerships, often interrupt the or compromise the car mileage. You should be very careful with that. The next consideration will be the mechanical condition of that very product. So that product should be at a mechanical, so Daisy there, Wagner, Daisy, the mechanical condition is yet another very important consideration before making purchase to any vehicle. So from this end, we've got VITs. Besides, you go to have a test drive, conduct a test drive, and from the test drive you shall establish a lot about that very product. So these are VITs, lots of VITs, as you can confirm. You can also consider ownership cost, check the ownership cost, recalls, confirm the market value of the very product, and do a thorough negotiation. So we'll be discussing these points one by one, and as you can confirm, lots more coming in, lots more lining up, all for your grab. So the next consideration, let us start with your budget. So budget determines the type of vehicle, and that would include how much you're willing to spend on a car, the taxes, registration, insurance, and potential repairs that could emanate from repairing of that product. From this end, we got lots of so there is a Pro Box, lots of them, lots of Pro Box, as you can tell. This is yet another product of Pro Box. Concerning the vehicle history, you should obtain the vehicle history report. You can also obtain the service report, that vehicle, suppose it's been undergoing any services. So the vehicle history, you can obtain the reports, that is to include the Carfax, to check if the vehicle is accident free or whether it is not. Confirming the mileage, low mileage the vehicle often typically means a better condition vehicle that have not worn out compared to high mileage vehicle. So the mechanical condition of the vehicle, have the car inspected by a tested, trusted mechanic. So the mechanic should be in a position of doing you a test drive and advise you accordingly. The next one is the exterior and interior. So the exteriors for the case of these products confirms the condition of the vehicle. If the exterior is that bad, that will tell you much about the interior. The exterior to this product, as you can confirm, are all clean, which will trigger you to confirm from the interior how the condition of that. Inspect the interior of the vehicle, inspect the body of for rust, check the rust, especially towards the alloy rims and the interior. Confirm if there's much of the rust, dents and scratches from the interior for wear, ensuring that all features air conditioned are in a perfect condition. So let us get right to this at the end. So this is an extensive piece of land, as I have confirmed, and we are not finishing any sooner. So here we got smaller vehicles. We got Hilux there, lots more over there. So let us start with this. Let us get to this. Conducting a test drive will also require you to visit a mechanic, and always come with your mechanic to the car yards to help you do a proper engine check. The ownership cost, consider the cost of insurance, fuel efficiency, and the maintenance of that very particular machine. Then you should also research on the market value, the car's market value. You can use websites such as Kelly Blue Book and Edmunds to show that the pricing are that fair. In the case of Kenya, you can confirm the pricing with the GG and compare it to the pricing that you are being offered. So that is much of the details of what you should consider before making purchase of any used vehicle. So during turning of the wheel, so that is an important consideration. Check the brakes, test if the brakes are in a proper. Then during the test drive, the car condition, the mechanic should help you with that. And we forgot to, so these are Prado KBF selling out. So also check recalls, confirm whether the vehicle has any outstanding recalls, which can be done by the National Highway Safety Authority, or in the case of Kenya you can confirm from the National NTSA. And most importantly, the service record. So well-maintained vehicle has to have a service record, which is very significant in determining the condition of that vehicle. And if there could be one more thing that we must have forgotten when making purchase of any used vehicle, that is of any auctioned vehicle, as for the case of this, is to check engine and transmission. Engine condition check for any leaks, unusual noises, and viable damages that may compromise the performance of that very product. Check the transmission. By checking the transmission, you should pay attention to how the vehicle sniffs during a test drive, and jerky shifts will signal transmission problems. Fluid level condition is yet another condition that you should consider. So the fluid level condition, you should always have a dip of the oil check. So check the oil color, and consequently the oil color will determine whether the vehicle is often serviced frequently or not. Dark oil color will signify that the vehicle is poorly maintained. So check the coolant, inspect if the coolant reservoir or is reserved for appropriate level and color. And by that, the moment you make purchase of that vehicle, remember to maintain the level of the coolant, required level of the coolant. So lots of products. This looks very beautiful KDM. Remember, this is still, check the brake fluid, ensure, especially during the test drive, check the brake fluid to ensure that the brake fluid is clean and all in a proper level. The next consideration is suspension and steering, which are likewise very important considerations before making purchase of any used vehicle. So under suspension, test for any suspicion by pushing down on each of the corner of the car. If it bounces multiple times, there may be a suspension issues. Like for this case, if you push it this way, it bounces several times, there must be a suspension problem. Check the steering during the test drive. Check if there's any unusual noise. Ethically, someone would say that it's not fair to display auctioned vehicles. So